Putin Breaking News. Putin is facing yet another crisis, according to a political expert on post-Soviet and international affairs who spoke with Newsweek. Russian President Vladimir Putin is experiencing domestic zero hour, which has probably been worsened by Moscow's continuing conflict in Ukraine. Over the past few months, power outages have afflicted Russia, frequently leading to a potentially fatal lack of heating. Putin, who is running for re-election in March, is under criticism due to this. The ongoing heating disaster was driving Russia toward the breaking point, according to political consultant Jason J. Smart, who told Newsweek that Putin is confronting yet another serious dilemma. There have been estimates that perhaps thousands of Russian civilians have frozen to death, added Smart. Incredibly, the genesis of this crisis, as a UK Ministry of Defence (MID) report said today, is that the Kremlin has been pushing regional governors in Russia to make infrastructure cuts since early 2022 to help finance the war in Ukraine. This is another sign that Russia is becoming increasingly unstable and nearing the breaking point, according to him.as of earlier this month. Some 25% of Moscow residents were without heat due to power outages, and on January 3, a 60-year-old Russian Navy lieutenant allegedly died of cold in his residence outside St. Petersburg. The British Ministry of Defence (MID) blamed the war in Ukraine for the power outages, according to an intelligence report published on Thursday to X, previously Twitter. According to the update, 16 different areas around Russia have had heating problems in the past several months. Russian cities and towns have been dealing with this issue for decades, and it has likely become even more severe as a result of Russian wartime policies. These breakdowns in sub-freezing temperatures are just the latest manifestation of this problem. Russia has routinely prioritized military spending over reinvestment in general public infrastructure, says the report. Additionally, mobilization has likely led to a workforce shortage across all industries, including qualified heating engineers and plumbers. The Russian Minister of Emergency Situations, Alexander Kurenkov, was tasked by Putin to address the matter, which the ministry described as a key concern for Putin ahead of the forthcoming Russian presidential elections. On Thursday, Newsweek emailed Putin's office to request a comment. The heating crisis is just one of many domestic issues that the Russian president confronts, even if the blackouts have led some Russians to personally appeal to Putin and demand accountability from local officials. Grocery prices are a major source of domestic unhappiness as a whole. Many Russians are unable to buy staples like eggs, meat, and vegetables due to Western sanctions and excessive inflation, and the nearly 2-year-long crisis in Ukraine. Relatives of Russian military serving overseas have also been demonstrating against the way their loved ones have been treated. Russian public opinion surveys show that Putin's approval rating has experienced a small dip in the run-up to the election, and that this is mostly attributable to issues at home.